Home to around 50% of the world's mountain gorillas, the Bwindi Impenetrable National Park is one of Uganda's oldest and most biodiverse rainforests. Yet this area is threatened by human activity, which an innovative farmers' co-op is determined to protect.
Initially, there were a number of wild animals here. The deers, the elephants, all those are gone because their habitats were destroyed. Some birds are no more. Even some crops, people used to get some food from the forests, but they are no more.
Kayonza district next to the park is home to over 250,000 people. It's threatened by overpopulation and deforestation, as well as the effects of climate change.
The farmers here were hit by hailstorm and wind. Actually, over 20 houses were blown off. As you can see in the hills, even there are still some roofs in the hill up there. The damage is too much. People are worried. I don't know where they will even get food crops.
Kayonza Growers Tea Factory is a for-profit community enterprise, 100% owned by its 7,205 smallholder tea farmers. It's working with fair trade buyer Cafe Direct to improve sustainable livelihoods and fight climate change.
The time we used to receive rain, now we wait for it and it doesn't come. Sometimes when it comes when it is too much and destructive. Then we came up with a report and everyone agreed that climate change is real and something must be done.
Realising a healthy environment and secure livelihoods are linked, the Tea Farmers Cooperative pioneered a strategic approach to climate change adaptation and mitigation. The cooperative introduced disease-resistant and high-yielding varieties of basic food crops, like banana trees.
There were 3 varieties that we distributed to the farmers. And for it, it has a very big bunch. As you could see it up there, the bunch is very big. Here it was particularly to increase on the food stuffs at the level of the family, and again, they are resistant to banana bacteria wilt.
Extra food has stopped families from going hungry, and sales of surplus crops has increased income. Tea waste is great compost.
These are the waste that we get. Instead of throwing them, we disaggregate and put them in heaps, then they decompose. After decomposition, they are being applied here in the banana plantation to improve on the soil fertility.
Conserving biodiversity is one way to fight effects of climate change.
A nursery providing saplings to farmers which are being used in reforestation is supported by the factory. 20,000 indigenous trees have been planted on farmland and degraded hillsides.
We provided trees to stop landslide. Because when we plant them, let's say on a hilly side, then when the rains are coming down, then it will act as a buffer and hence reducing soil erosion. We are now trying to introduce that every farmer should plant at least 100 trees of this type.
More than 4,000 farmers have been trained in conserving wetlands, riverbanks and natural forests, as well as the introduction of new staple cash crops and kitchen gardens.
Kaindi papari nkani ndukunda munonga kandi byargo mu factory naritunga kandi ndikumanya ngo ndwe kuhereza abakuzira amagara marungi.
Fuel-efficient stoves are reducing deforestation.
We gave out over 300 energy-saving stoves to farmers to start with, but also encouraged them to make these simple and user-friendly energy-saving stoves.
Erratic and extreme rainfall patterns due to climate change have demanded a new approach, and rainwater harvesting systems have been introduced to protect against unpredictable weather. Around 5,000 households have benefited from the Kayonza Growers Tea Factory's combined effort to battle climate change by improving incomes and biodiversity.
The more we conserve biodiversity, the more we fight effects of climate change. I appeal to the world leaders to come together and fight the effects of climate change.